Tell me about your daughter. I think that human side of the story maybe hasn't been told.
Well, I mean, after having like 4 boys, it was different having a girl, you know. But she was just so good. She just slotted in with the family. We did things. I mean, and she was even before school, you know. There was just no problems. I mean, even illnesses, she was quite strong. And anything she wanted to do, if she wanted to go, I mean, she'd even go do a bit of fishing. If somebody was going fishing, you'd go and sit and watch them. And she would have a go and join in with anything, you know. If the lads were playing football, she'd got to be out there and watch them, you know. And I'd say, well, don't get in the way. She thought that she could do all what they could do, and obviously we had to say no at some point. Some things you can't go, you leave them alone. But no, she was fine. She got on like my neighbours' children. She had her own friends, you know, and they'd have parties and, you know, just things. Taught them all to knit. Used to help teaching them for cookery. They used to enjoy that. So, yeah, plenty. And then horse riding. The dad took her the horse riding because she did enjoy that. And then, yeah, music. Used to say, turn that music down, you know. Loved the music and that. But really, that's like anybody else of my friends, their children. That's how they were. So there was nothing that I can say was very different. You know, it was just...
Typical teen.
Just, yeah, yeah.
And is it, obviously 25 years is such a huge amount of time.
It is.
And hope must be very difficult for you, because do you still remain hopeful, or is hope too hard for you? How does that work?
I'll never give up hope.
Yeah.
I never ever give up hope. I look for all sorts of things right from the beginning. I remember going to the police station and one of the officers there said, we're just lacking one bit of jigsaw. We just need the last bit. And when all this search was going on, I was walking up Anstey Road and I spots this big piece of jigsaw on the floor. And later on when I got home, I thought I should have picked that up. And the next day it was still there and I picked it up and I've got it folded up on my bed, and every day I say, please be the final piece of jigsaw that we want, you know. I won't part with it, so...
So, obviously the trial last year must have been a very difficult time for you all. And in terms of finding justice for Nicola and for your family, is it something that you believe you could go through again, the ups and downs, the struggles of that?
I think John definitely could, and all the way through, and the family. I couldn't go... I would support it, but I couldn't go like every day. I don't think.
No.
Once was enough.
You speak about the piece of the jigsaw.
Yeah.
Obviously someone out there has that piece of the jigsaw somewhere. What is your message to those people who hold that vital piece of information?
Well, you know, please just look at that piece of jigsaw if you've got it, and please just give us our answers from it, because you'll make 2 elderly people now, you know, very happy. Very happy.
And kind of going back, the moment that you realised something was wrong, as a parent, that must be such a difficult time for you. Obviously, there are parents out there all through Coventry, and some of whom, you know, people with information may be parents now themselves. What would your message be to those people who may have kids now themselves, who might hold that piece of information? Would you want them to think about their own children?
Yes, yeah. I think that's the only way you can do it, by say, you know, if this was you, you've now got children, you're watching them grow up, you've got all your memories. If it was you, you know, because if it was me, I couldn't sleep, I wouldn't rest, I would have to go and give the information I'd got, and I wouldn't hesitate, you know, and that's what I say. If you've got children, then you would understand.
Yeah, absolutely,
you know.
yeah. Do moments like this get easier over time, or does it just get more difficult as the...
Not really. I found this year the hardest year, actually.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think I perhaps built myself up too much. I tried not to, but for the trial last year, built myself up, you know, because everything, I don't understand all about the law, but everything you saw to me was, God, that's positive. Oh, and I didn't realise that. And everything was, to me, was all, it was coming into a one, you know. And then it didn't. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Which I knew could, but I was just trying to be a bit too positive, I think, you know. So.
But it must be hard keeping that positivity and then not being negative, because for you must hold on hope as parents. Is that something you hold to? You don't want to remain negative, you want to remain positive.
I want to be positive, yeah. That's one thing I've always said, you know. Don't be negative, we must move on and we must be positive. You know, it's the only chance we've got of somebody saying, well, you know, they're right.
Yeah.
I could just do it. I mean, you could do it anonymously. You don't have to come forward, you know.
Yeah. And what do you think Nicola would be like now?
Well, she'd perhaps be a grandma herself by now, wouldn't she, you know? And have more than one. I know she wanted a daughter. And so she'd be a grandma. And obviously coming and asking advice, and as they all do as they grow up and get like that, you know. But I think she'd have been fine.
Yeah.
I think she'd have been, you know, very set in, still working, sorting things out and leading a nice life.
Yeah.
Family life, you know.